Okay, so picture this image, probably one you know well. This shimmering white building against the sky. Instantly recognizable, right? A global symbol of, well, love and incredible architecture.
The Taj Mahal.
Exactly. We're doing a deep dive today into its story. We've got some great material covering its history, the amazing design, all the symbolism packed into it, and its cultural weight.
And our goal, really, is to pull out the most interesting, maybe even surprising parts of this monument for you.
Because even with something so famous, there's always more beneath the surface, isn't
There
there?
absolutely. Our sources really dig into the personal story behind it all.
Yeah, that's key. This wasn't just, an emperor building something grand. It came from a place of deep personal loss.
Right. Emperor Shah Jahan, his wife Mumtaz Mahal, died tragically during childbirth.
And he was, by all accounts, completely heartbroken. So in that grief, he promised to build something the world had never seen before, a monument for her.
It's quite a vow, and if you look at the timing, our sources point to construction starting pretty quickly after her death, around 1632.
And it wasn't a quick project.
No, not at all. It spanned about 22 years in total. The main tomb itself was finished around 1648, but the whole complex, the gardens, the other buildings, took longer.
22 years. The sheer scale is hard to wrap your head around.
It really is, and the number of people involved.
Over 20,000, right?
Yeah.
Artisans, laborers, architects.
Exactly. And what's fascinating and highlighted in the material is where they came from, not just locally.
No, from all across the Mughal Empire, even Central Asia.
Yeah.
It speaks volumes about the ambition, the resources.
It really does. And it led to this incredible mix of artistic traditions.
Right, the architecture isn't just one thing.
No, it's this synthesis. You see
Huh.
Persian influences, Islamic traditions, Ottoman Turkish elements, and distinctly Indian styles all blended together.
That's what makes it unique, that combination.
Precisely. It's not just that they're present, but how they're harmonized. Like the symmetry is very Persian, But then the detailed floral carvings, they have a very Indian sensibility. It creates this whole new visual language.
And the main material everyone thinks of, that brilliant white Makrana marble.
Stunning.
But it's almost just the canvas, isn't it? Because the ornamentation, the inlay work.
Ah, the Pietradura, yes. Intricate patterns made with precious and semi-precious stones.
Jade, crystal, lapis lazuli, amethyst, turquoise. And these weren't just lying around.
No, sourced from all over Asia, from Afghanistan, Tibet, Sri Lanka. It was a statement of the empire's reach and wealth in itself, each stone adding its own color and quality.
It gives it that almost ethereal look.
Definitely. And the layout of the whole complex, it's incredibly deliberate. The main mausoleum, obviously, with that huge central dome,
Yeah.
what is it, over 70 meters high?
But 240 feet, yeah.
Yeah.
And the 4 minarets standing at the corners.
And an interesting detail about those minarets, they weren't just for show. They actually leaned slightly outwards.
Oh, right. I read that. It was intentional, wasn't it?
Yes, a clever bit of engineering. If there was ever an earthquake, they'd fall away from the main tomb, protecting it. Quite forward-thinking.
Amazing. And then there's the garden, the Charbet.
The four-part garden, it's not just pretty landscaping, it's deeply symbolic.
Represents paradise in Islamic tradition, according to the sources.
Exactly. That classic Persian style, divided into quadrants by walkways or water channels, meant to evoke peace, serenity, like the gardens described in the Quran.
You also have the mosque on one side.
And the guest house, the jawab or answer, on the other. Identical buildings.
Why identical?
To maintain that perfect symmetry that's so crucial to the whole design, everything had to balance.
Even the reflecting pool in front.
Yes, it's not just for that iconic reflection photo everyone takes. It enhances the symmetry and symbolically might represent, the pool of abundance in paradise.
It feels like every single element is loaded with meaning. That perfect symmetry you mentioned, the harmonious proportions.
It all ties back to that idea of reflecting eternal paradise, order, perfection within Islamic culture. It's spiritual geometry, in a way.
And inside the main structure, you have the cenotaphs of Mumtaz Mahal and Shah Jahan. But those aren't the actual burial spots.
No, that's another significant point our material highlights. The cenotaphs are the ornate markers upstairs, for public view, essentially. The actual graves are in a simpler, much plainer crypt directly below them.
Why the difference?
It follows Islamic tradition, a degree of humility even in death, keeping the actual burial site less elaborate, more private.
Makes sense. And the decoration isn't just the stone inlay. There are those incredibly fine floral carvings.
Beautiful bas-relief work.
And the calligraphy versus from the Quran?
Yes, inlaid in black marble, incredibly elegant. And the jollies.
Ah, those intricate carved marble screens. They're stunning.
And functional too, right? They
Yeah.
allow light and air to filter through, but maintain a sense of privacy and create this amazing play of light and shadow inside.
It really does feel like every surface tells part of the story.
It does, and that leads us to its wider impact, culturally, globally.
UNESCO World Heritage Site, obviously, since 1983.
And their description sums it up well. The jewel of Muslim art in India and one of the universally admired masterpieces of the world's heritage. Can't argue with that.
Plus, being named one of the new seven wonders of the world.
Yeah,
That cemented its place for a new generation.
for sure. And the sheer number of visitors, millions every year from literally everywhere.
You can see why. But it's more than just a tourist magnet. The sources talk about its influence on art, poetry, film.
Absolutely. It's become this enduring symbol of love, of beauty, of loss, woven into our collective imagination for centuries.
For lovers, especially.
Definitely. And it's important to remember it hasn't had an easy ride, has it?
No, the materials mention the challenges. Pollution, environmental damage.
Wear and tear over centuries, political changes, human impact, yet it's still standing, still captivating people. That resilience is part of its story too, I think.
So pulling it all together, it's just so much more than a building.
It really is. It's a symbol of love, yes, but also an incredible feat of art, architecture, engineering, and a huge piece of history.
Visiting it must be more than just sightseeing.
Oh, absolutely. It's connecting with that story, with the emotion behind it, the sheer human creativity poured into it. You feel it when you're there.
Yeah, it leaves you thinking, doesn't it? How this one act of devotion, centuries ago, resulted in something so timeless, so globally resonant. Makes you wonder, what are we creating today? What modern expressions of, I don't know, love or ambition or even grief might possibly hold that kind of power centuries from now? Will anything we build inspire that same kind of awe?
That's a fascinating question to ponder. What will endure?